What up, Herd? Welcome to another episode of Cover Lovers with our friends from CBSI. And with us, as always, we have our panelists. Mike, how you doing how you doing today?
I am fantastic. I had a great weekend. My brother came into town. We hung out, went to a concert. It was my son's third birthday. Just a really great weekend, and I don't get to do that kind of stuff very often. And I am psyched to get the show going. I promise to be more positive this week. I can't be worse than last week. So
I mean, you had a good weekend, so we got a good start.
That's right.
You're right. I'm in good spirits, as they say. So
wait, question.
Yeah.
A third birthday, is that still for the kid or more for the parents?
I've probably played with his toys more than he has. So yeah. He got some dope stuff. He really did.
That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, Big Rob, how was your weekend?
Weekend was great. I had lots of fun this weekend, lots of sun, ate lots of food. Today was also my first day at my new job. So
nice.
How'd it go?
Okay, I guess, but I'm still having technical issues with my laptop.
They still got you locked out.
Yeah.
So you're still using your phone?
Yeah, I'm still using my phone. Yeah, I'm locked out on my own laptop for like the last 4 days. But yeah, some IT issues, and yeah, but otherwise it was cool. It was nice, to go back to the office, hang out in the actual office for once, not at home. So yeah, it went well. So all besides that, so yeah, happy to be here. Covers. I love the show, and let's move on to Jeff.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Jeff from Geek Driven, and I am so happy to be here. I got here about 5 minutes late, but I'm here. Yeah, work sucks, but that's how it goes. So we gotta make the money to buy these covers.
Cool.
You're damn right.
Especially that one that dropped today. Oh man, that hurt all of us. Do we all get one?
I'm broke. No.
So yeah, ditto.
No first death for Rob. All right.
Oh man,
yes, 50 on this panel.
Oh.
Well, you didn't get one, Jeff? Do you not like it?
I did like it. I am also trying to hold on to some money because I want to do a couple of things. I want to send out some books for CGC. So I'm going to start saving some money.
That's okay. Alonzo got 2, so
that's all right. Yeah,
he always gets 2. I know where to go.
Mike and I went on that Frizen train and bought the 1 in 100 for Sandman. I mean, that death looks amazing.
Could not pass it up, man. It's like all my favorite things in one book. So,
and it's not bad for a spec as well.
That's true. Especially if the show hits just right, it could be perfect.
Yeah,
crossing fingers, man. They don't mess it up.
Right.
I know.
Don't mess it up.
It's going to be a hard thing to get right, but
it is. It's going to take a lot of money to get it right.
And if you write it right, well, it'll come through. So
you know what?
Well, Gaiman's executive producing, I think. So
I was about to say that. Yep.
Yeah.
He's executive producing it, so at least you have somebody kind of watching everything.
Yeah, he has his hand on it.
It's a good thing for sure.
It definitely is.
All right, guys.
That's not one of today's covers. So
That's right. We'll definitely use it for next time. But before we get started, let's just go into our shout outs. Quick shout outs to our Team Nerd Herd moderators, Uncle Rudy, Something Wong, Deanime, and Glenn 2K. Thank you so much for making the chat what it is, making the channel what it is. We definitely appreciate y'all. And same thing goes for our DJ. Thank you, Beats by Monster Eddie. You are the man. Thank you for everything. We definitely appreciate you. And without further ado, let's crank it up. Let's get started with our covers for March the 16th for incentives and also for store variants that had just been listed. So here we go to our covers. We're starting off, as always, with our incentives. So here we go. And hopefully I'm not going to have technical difficulties. But our first cover is by Simone Bianchi, 1 in 25 for Carnage #1. And I probably messed that up. Big Rob, what's your take on it?
Simone Bianchi. Let's see. I think I picked this cover. Yeah, I just thought it was interesting the way he designed Carnage. Very fluid. It's ugly and beautiful at the same time. kind of vibe to it. It's not like ugly, like it's not badly drawn. It's just the creature is ugly. It's like very grotesque, very scary looking little creature, right? Carnage. But in the way he drew it is very, very just what's the word? Very. I can't come up with a good word, but it's just very just like aggressive the way it presents Carnage. So I like it. It's just interesting. The Venom in the back, he's cool too. Kind of fades out a little bit. The focus is Carnage on this cover, and even the stone, the way he drew the stone is really well detailed. So I like the cover. It's good. It's a cool cover. It's nothing to like. Oh my God, it's the greatest ever, but it's definitely a cool cover, and I definitely can see people being happy with this cover and buying it for $125.
I'm a Bianchi fan. I think he does he do some Batman and like cardstocks, or is it Spider-Man that he does mostly?
That's a good question. I don't know what he's done recently.
I've heard the name so recently because I buy so many damn covers. But I did pass on this. I looked at it. I mean, it's not bad art. It's just maybe it's my taste, and I don't know. I have I'm so from when Carnage came out and Venom came out that I really like the original ways they look. Maybe I just don't like this take. The body disfigurement. I get it. Some people like that stuff, and I don't know the if that's Venom in the back. It looks like a killer whale. So
Thank you, Jeff. I cannot unsee that now.
This is not for me. I'm sorry, but again, yeah, it's not my favorite Bianchi.
No, and I'm there with you on that. I don't dislike it, and as a 1 in 25, I think it's like at the right ratio for people to maybe buy it in at like 15-ish. I could see people wanting to get it at that. I've said it a few times. I hate the floating head thing. It drives me up a tree. Right. And I am at symbiote saturation at this point as well. So a symbiote cover better blow my fucking doors off, or I don't want it anymore. It's got to be so original that it's really hard to please me with these. It is a cool style. I agree with you, Rob. It's definitely a different take on the character, sort of like melting, kind of toxic looking.
Yeah, grotesque.
Which I dig. I mean, I do dig that. And I think it's a cool take on it. I think I would have liked it a lot more without the floating Venom head in the background.
Yeah, that would have helped.
Yeah, so this is a pass for me, but I could see people liking it. It's definitely not out of the realm of buying it for a premium, just not too high.
I agree with all of you guys. I do find it somewhat different, and I like how Carnage is portrayed here. I mean, he looks very monstrous, which is something you don't see. You see him very cartoonish and very kind of slender. This one looks like he's a monster, and he's a lot thicker, a lot. He looks like he's been hitting the gym and not skipping out on chest and leg day. I mean, he looks great. I think like I would be really frightened if I were to see him like in a dark alley. So I definitely dig this cover. But Mike, you had mentioned like symbiote fatigue. What do you think of this one here by Lino Francis Yu, this 1 in 100 version of Carnage?
I mean, it's the same thing, although I kind of like this one better. I'm not really sure why exactly I like it better. I almost kind of wish that the trade dress weren't there and that they'd used the spray painting as the trade dress. I've seen that done before, and I like it when that happens. I think it's a little redundant with Carnage rules. But again, it's not different enough for me to want to snag it, especially not a 1 in 100. I mean, I can't imagine there's going to be so many damn copies of this book, and the A cover is really beautiful. So I see most people being pretty satisfied with the A cover. Who I can't remember who did it. It'll come to me at some point. But at the end of the day, I don't think this is cool enough or different enough to be a 1 in 100. I am almost interested to see why they didn't reverse them, but. Or why it wasn't a version of the A cover like they've done in the past, but it's okay. there's nothing bad about it. Art's good. I like the black sort of almost looks like tar going on. That's kind of cool. And I do like the spray painting effect in the back. I just kind of wish they hadn't done the trade dress on it.
Is it a Kendrick Lim?
Yes, it's Kunkka. That's right. Yes, it is. Yes. Good call. That's the one. And it's really nice. Again, not different enough to hit big, but I like it. So just kind of surprised they didn't go with that for the 1 in 100 and do a version of it. But
yeah, it's a 1 in 100. I mean, it's an homage cover, right? So, like you said, I do like the way this Carnage looks more. And again, it's just my style. It's not like the other one's not really cool looking as well. But it's another homage. It's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little boring. I wish the Carnage rules was in blood.
Ooh.
Right? Like that just doesn't make any sense to me. So it's like in spray paint. But yeah, these are going to be available. I guarantee stores are ordering a lot of Carnage number ones. You know, it's a number one and it's a symbiote. So that's just the way it goes for those kind of books. And yeah, I'm passing as well because I don't want to pay. I wouldn't pay more than $50 for this.
I think it probably will be that. I think there'll be so many copies out there that this won't be. I don't think this will sell anywhere near ratio. I think this will be way below. So I think if you like it, if you're a person that likes it, then I think you could probably find this for 40, 50 if you're diligent.
Yeah, so I guess I agree with you guys on everything. It's very it's much more pleasant. It's more cleaner. But that's why I think the Bianchi's probably better because it gives you more of a guttural reaction. It's you're gonna hate it or you're gonna like it. It's not. This one's just this one everybody's gonna kind of like, but it's nothing crazy. It's just kind of it's nice. It's a nice cover. The other one is just so much more different. It just gives you that just like grotesque reaction to it, or you're going, oh, that's really cool, different. This one is it's okay. It's a pleasant, very clean, very almost generic Carnage cover, in my opinion. And definitely not $100. 50, we pushing it too, in my opinion. But yeah, it's cool. It's okay.
Yeah, so I agree with you, Rob, because like this is how I envision Carnage, and this is what kind of it looks cartoony, he's very thin, but the Bianchi looks like oh my god, he's a threat. He's gonna kill you. He's gonna eat you. He's gonna dismember you. I mean, he's gonna do all these things to you, and I get that vibe from it. This one, I not so much, and to have it as a 1 in 100, I think is pushing it. But I do like the art. I do like what Leinil Francis Yu's trying to go with. I do agree with both Mike and Jeff that it would have been a lot nicer if it was a virgin cover and if the Carnage rules was in blood. I mean, this guy is supposed to be like Jason, right?
You're evil. Yeah.
This is like the PG version of him. Like the PG version.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Although you be scared about this one. I mean, this one we were in the alleyway with you too.
Oh, of course.
You'd be pissing yourself too.
Of course I would.
But the other one will make you shit if you saw it in person.
No, you're right. You might pass out for seeing that one.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is the piss yourself version. That's the shit yourself version.
Yeah,
exactly.
I got it. Okay.
Oh my god.
And you know what? The spec on this will all depend on the guts, right? Because we have honestly no idea what's in the guts.
Right.
That's true.
Yep. All right. And then moving on to our next one, which is a 1 in 25 for Fantastic Four Reckoning War. And this is the one, The Watchers on Trial by Phil Noto. Jeff, you want to give us your thoughts on this one?
Yeah. So this was one of my picks on our top picks. I did pick this book and I picked it for the actual story. I'm always interested in the Watcher stories. And this is his trial, and he's supposed to I guess there's supposed to be a universe that he is afraid of. And so like this has a little bit of spec. We don't know what's going to be seen in that universe or if we'll see that universe. And on top of that, Noto has had a couple of great covers recently, and I like this Noto. I like this. It kind of feels like that 60s, 70s kind of feel. I wish the colors were maybe more bold, but I'll take it because the art is great. And that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, the Phil Noto quickly for me personally is becoming one of my favorite artists. Every week I see a cover from him that I just love. This one's no exception. I love it how he just drew the Watcher. It's really captures my eye. I love the coloring, the pencils. And it's cool to have a cool Watcher cover. I don't see too many cool Watcher covers or any Watcher covers at all. So it's nice. As for the story, right, of the I want the Fantastic Four to have that speculative value, but they're at least for the other 1 through 100 course are just going through the roof. But the more recent, they're dead in the water. So I hope this story brings some value to the characters of Fantastic Four. But the art is just Noto's a master at this point, man. He's just killing it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm with you on Noto. Obviously, last week's Han Solo and Chewbacca was amazing. And as a Star Wars fan, I'm drawn to his stuff no matter where he puts it. It's nice to not see, like you said, kind of like the cartoony Watcher that we always seem to see.
Yeah.
Looks super silly. This one doesn't look like a baby, like a big-headed bobblehead baby. This one actually looks like a menacing kind of like important character for the first time. Little Admiral Picard-ish kind of thing going on. But yeah, no, I dig the art, and I'm with you. I really hope I'm waiting for there to be something to really latch onto for Fantastic Four that we can all kind of get excited about again. It's been a lot of years since we have.
Yeah.
So maybe this will be the book. I hope so. At 1 in 25, I think if you could find it below ratio, this might be a good spec pick, and it's good art. I think you can't lose if you're around $15, $20 for this one.
Nice. Seems like you guys are sold on this one. That's great. I'm glad we're all in agreement. What about this one here by Sozo Maeka, Catwoman, and it's again 1 in 25. She's become one of our favorite artists. Mike, I take the lead on this one.
Not her best piece, but still incredible. It's like one of those things I say in Cover Fire every week. I'm like, well, it might not be her best, but it still blows 99% of the rest of the covers away for the week. It's good. Kind of like Selena, how we've been saying with the backgrounds. I'd like there to be a background on this and not just a black thing going on, but it's good. It's not her best. As a matter of fact, I might even go as far as to say it's her worst so far, which doesn't really. I mean, it's still really nice, but it's not as good as some of the others. She came out guns a-blazing with the butt up in the air on the number one, and then not number one, whatever it was, 38 or 39. I think it was 39. And then of course with her Vampirella and then her awesome Red Sonja, and so they're all going to look kind of like crap after those three. It's kind of hard to follow that, but it's still a really, really good cover. I love the face. I love how she does the shine off of the leather or latex or whatever this is supposed to be. She just knows her craft. This is good stuff. I'm really looking forward to seeing her explode even more. I think she's going to have that one big variant at some point. It's not this one, but it's going to be something. Maybe it's that first one. Maybe it's that 39. It's already pretty pricey as it is, but you're thinking like 10 years from now, when we do the top 100 variants, is she going to have one of those? And kind of feeling like she might.
Yes.
I'm going to say yes too.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes too. And it's not going to be this one, but I think that stocking up on her covers isn't a bad idea. And if you can get this thing anywhere near ratio, which is doubtful, you should snag it. It's beautiful. Again, me saying it's not her best or me saying it's maybe her worst still means it's still effing awesome. It's just not as good as her other stuff so far. But at least it's different than all the other ones. That's good too. So she's keeping it varied, which is rare these days.
Ditto to all that. I agree with every aspect you talked about. I do wish she would do other type of Catwomans. I'm looking a little tired with the Batman Returns version, Michelle Pfeiffer version.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to see her vision on different costumes of the Catwoman. I know she was contracted to do this type of Catwoman, but I would have loved to see other versions, like the 1940s version, 1950s version, or the 1980s version, something like that, something different from her. But sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, clearly DC doesn't have a problem with that because the Frisson cover for this week, for this book, is the Batman version with the sort of sweater mask.
The knit mask,
So that she could have done it. She's choosing to do this version, I think.
Yeah, I'd love to see her do other stuff. But this cover is going to be fire. It's going to definitely sell for $50 or more. So, good luck out there. It's a winner.
Yeah, I finally, the whole time I've seen this cover, I was trying to figure out what the hell is a circle, and I just realized it was glass. So that's why I was like, oh, she cut the glass and she's looking through it. I think I found her weakness though, and it's hands. Like they're kind of meaty. So
there are hands on this cover?
Yeah, the hands and fingers. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know that everything else is great on this. So I'm being nitpicky. And I can be nitpicky because she has such great covers. But only so few too.
I guess.
So I'm just being nitpicky. Look, she's still a great freaking artist. And I totally agree with Mike. The way she gets the sheen on that vinyl. You know it's vinyl. There's no mistaking it. It's rubber vinyl kind of. So yeah, I love her art. I am gonna pass on it because this is not my favorite, and it's probably gonna cost me an arm and a leg. So yeah, what do you think, Alonzo?
No, I now that you brought attention to her hands, I'm looking at those fingers, and I'm like, you know what, you are right. They do look like they're chubby fingers for a very petite or thin woman, and they really don't match. Maybe it's the gloves.
It's the gloves, man. It's the gloves.
We'll say it's the gloves.
Yeah, or something else. But I agree with you, Mike. The same thing. I wish there was a background, but at the same time, the whole focus is on Catwoman, which is great. And if you are trying to get a set or trying to get this in 9.8, that black background is going to be rough.
Brutal.
Yeah, good luck with all those shipping crap. And good luck.
Yeah. So
it'll probably be a card stock, but I mean, when those things ding, forget it. Might as well throw it in the trash because there's no fixing that.
Yeah.
But again, I do love her face. Her face looks fantastic. It's very mischievous. I love it. I love all that emotion that she brings out of these characters. So I dig it. But yeah, definitely not one of her best. So I will be passing on this one. But I look forward to the one that she's got coming up next month with Harley Quinn. That's the one that I'm definitely going to be picking up for sure. All right. And then moving on to another Bat book, we have Jorge Fornes with a 1 in 25. So I think that the one thing we can say about Jorge Fornes is at least he's consistent.
He's consistent.
I mean, this is, I think, his 4th time on The Ugly. Oh my goodness. I look like Jeff, you look like you're dying over there.
I'm tired of him drawing people with their backs to us.
Yes. Yeah, what the hell's that? You're right.
I don't like it. It's like, hey, when you're on stage, you always face forward.
Yes. Or at least cheat a little bit.
Give me an angle or something, but come on.
Yeah. And look, here's the thing that bothers me most, not to jump your commentary, but he's got some talent. The faces in the background aren't bad. They're fine. So he's choosing to make them look like this. Why? Why, dude? Sure, you're a nice guy and a really good cook, and probably, I don't know, maybe good at other things. But
I mean, hell, get rid
design
of the bottom
aesthetic is
half.
not among them.
Just get rid of the bottom half and fill up the rest.
Yeah.
It would have been a great cover.
Yeah, honestly, you're right. If I cover that bottom half over, that's actually kind of a dope cover.
It's kind of sad.
Well, from what I've seen on our show so far for this artist, is probably his best cover so far. I think ugly is a little harsh. I wouldn't call it ugly. It's not great because I do appreciate the Joker and the Batman because it at least reminds me of that 1930s serial film kind of vibe to it.
Oh yeah.
Because the Joker totally looks like that actor from that black and white serial they used to show in the theaters back then. So I get that, and I guess the punchline mixes well with that design. But I could see what people this is considered like bad, as the fires look stupid in the city, and the dude in the front makes no fucking sense. It's just why, but
just
the
don't know why
colors
he
are,
has incentives. Why not just make him the B cover artist? Then?
Yes, a B cover or something. I mean,
because they won't sell it because they'll probably print a ton of the B covers and they're not going to sell that shit. So at least make an incentive
and stop hiring him.
It's Luke Skywalker looking at his Force ghosts.
Obviously, he knows people, right? It's not what you know; it's who you know. So he knows somebody.
He knows somebody.
But I think ugly's a little harsh. I think it's not great, but for him, it's so far best. Maybe next week he'll do something better. We'll see.
There you go. That's positive, Rob.
Man, look at Big Rob.
He's getting better. He's getting better. He's improving.
And you know what? And this is Big Rob. And we're getting this kind of Big Rob because it's his first day at his new job. He's so happy. He's super excited. You know, let's give it a few months when he's like, oh my god, what did I
next
get
week when he actually has his password? When his password works, he'll be in great spirits.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, and then we got Chip Zdarsky, 1 in 25, and you get either the World's Finest with the Superman on the cover or the World's Finest with the Batman on the cover. So, who wants to take point on this one? No volunteers?
I do. I grabbed the Batman one, the blue one. I like it. It's fun as hell. This has that sort of like Frank Cho outrage kind of feel to it. Yep. Which I just dig. I mean, it's just funny. It screams comics to me. This is a meme. This picture gets used in memes all the time because it's just hysterical. I mean, I think it's great. I love their cheek for using this. I think it's really funny. So I grabbed one.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious as well. I love the meme where Batman is slapping Robin. I think it's great that it's like, no, it is Superman's world and Batman's World Finest, or the Batman one. I just think it's hilarious. I love it. I didn't know Chip Zdarsky could draw. I thought it was just a writer, but I'm digging it. I love it.
I just dawned on me. Yeah, it is Chip Zdarsky drawing this. Holy shit!
It's better than Fornes.
Ouch.
So based on that, yeah, I'll totally give Zdarsky a break. I didn't realize it was him. Yeah, for some reason it didn't dawn on me, but I guess it's cool. I'm like, I see this meme a lot, so when I saw it, I feel like, it's kind of corny, but that's cool. It's well known. People are going to love it. It's one where it's going to sell, but it's Chip Zdarsky. He actually knows how to draw, so that's cool.
Yeah, all these meme covers are becoming a little more and more prevalent, right? Like they had the Wolverine cover, and then
yeah.
So like, I think it's funny the way Superman looks. I've never seen like a real angry yelling Superman like that. But if I'm gonna pick between the two, I'm definitely picking the Batman slapping Superman because that's just hilarious. I
love the curl.
I like the action that you get the hair flying up. I just think it's wrong that Superman slapping Batman because I think he just killed him.
Yeah, but and otherwise, will Superman actually feel him getting slapped by Batman? It's like, will you even feel that?
Yeah, I think it's just the air that blew by that made the hair go up. That was it. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I love it. I would probably get the Batman one if I could, but I'm hearing different stories of like they're randomly sending the 1 in 25s, right? So
Yeah, it seems randomly filled, but I don't know if that's true or not. We'll find out
That
more.
makes it cool, because now that makes it collectible, right? So now you're gonna be hunting down the other cover.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's cool. I appreciate that.
Damn it! Now I'm gonna want to get both, aren't I?
Well,
Just
Jeff,
suck
you do like your Boy Scouts, right? So Superman is one of your favorites, along with Spider-Man, right?
I just feel bad. He's killing he's killing Batman.
Yeah, he would have killed him in one slap for sure. Yeah.
It's like that high five, right?
Oh gosh, he'd be flying off Earth.
Oh man, you know what? We're gonna just have to we're gonna have to start calling Chip Zdarsky multi-talented. He's an artist and a writer. So there you go. And then moving on to John Royale, who created a incentive, a 1 in 10 for G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero, number 290. Big Rob, Mr. G.I. Joe himself. What do you think?
Yeah, so I actually picked this book for my top picks right for next week. I just thought it was crazy to coincidence they did a Spetsnaz Russian Special Forces cover for this particular time period for G.I. Joe's, like hell of a coincidence. But
Oh my God, you're right.
yeah, so I love John Royal. I actually do. One of my favorite covers is he drew Thomas and Zamet, the twins from G.I. Joe, on one of the incentives, and I love the way he drew them. And G.I. Joe incentives are like ghost. Rarely shops get 10 copies. I force my shop to get 10 copies. They don't want to do it. They like to get like 3 or 4 copies at most, but I'm like, no, I want that fucking incentive, so you better get 10 copies. So yeah, so I don't know, like in San Diego, I don't know who else buys. And I don't think no one in San Diego buys 10 copies. So this shit's gonna be ghost for sure. So good luck finding it. It's John Royal's cool, man. His art is we call him Scott Campbell Jr.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's it got that Scott Campbell pizzazz to it, I guess. And like I said, dude, the characters are cool and just crazy coincidence. And it's towards the end of the G.I. Joe run and here at IDW. So that's another aspect to be collectible, because it's not going to be available probably done from very much more longer. And yeah, man, I love it.
I like this one too. Oops, sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
It's sort of Campbell with a little Finch thrown in there, I feel like. And I like that combo, and I like the red, and I like the fire, and this feels like a G.I. Joe cover to me. A lot of these covers recently haven't felt like they belong on G.I. Joe covers, and this one really does. I'm not a G.I. Joe collector for moderns. I do collect the old stuff, but I would snag this if I found it. Not for the reasons Rob said, but in addition, just because I actually like this cover. I think it's well done. I think it's laid out nicely. It's hard to do a busy cover and not make it feel busy, and this one doesn't, which is nice. So yeah, I dig it. I would try to find one of these on Wednesday.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool book. Spec wise, I think it's like they're telling like an origin story of them, or an origin version. So and I like how it give me that Gen 13 like Street Fighter vibe.
Yes.
Right. So like I like that. It's that old school. It fits. It just fits. I like it. It, like you said, it's not too busy, even though it's busy. But you can focus. You can, there's nothing that is throwing you off. Yeah, this is gonna be hard to find. Good luck. It's probably gonna be I don't know, $10, $15, $20 book.
Yeah.
They usually go there, but they sell out, and you just don't see them.
And they never pop back up. G.I. Joe collectors are like Star Wars collectors. Once it's in a collection, it's there forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I dig this cover. I was gonna say the same thing, Big Rob, that it looks like Scott Campbell. And if you guys remember, like G.I. Joe issue number 1, there was a Scott Campbell variant, and this looks very similar to the October Guard that we see here. I mean, it's very similar. I dig it. I love the energy that's coming out of this book. It's like they're doing stuff. You can feel it. I enjoy this cover. For a 1 in 10, oh my God. It's honestly, it's a no-brainer. And again, for everything all of you guys have said, I think if you see it in your store, definitely pick it up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's better than a lot of 1 in 25s.
I
Sure is.
right.
Yeah.
All right, and
BTF, baby, BTF, better than Fornes.
there you go. Oh, I love it. I love it. Better than Fornes. Wow. And then we also have one of Mike's favorite artists here, Selena, with a virgin variant for the latest Red Sonja book. Mike, since you are a fan, you have the privilege of going first.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, this is a version of the C cover. And we get a background, sort of, finally.
Ooh.
Hooray! And she crushes it. I love the shadow thing. That's really cool and menacing. I don't know that it's her best cover. It's definitely not her best face anyway. But man, the detail in that fur, if you could see it up close, is unbelievable. I think as a result of that fur thing, it makes her head look a little small and her neck look a little long. Although I think that's kind of a trick of the eye. I'm going to echo basically what I said with Souza Maika, which is that even on her worst day, she still blows away 99% of the other covers that are out for the week. This is still gorgeous. I still want one. Don't know if I'll pony up for the Virgin this time. Might just grab the C and be good with it. But yeah, I mean, her talent is astounding to me, and she has not disappointed me yet. So while again not her best, still fantastic, and I love it.
Yeah, I'm not a. I really hard to make shadows look really well and mean something on a cover, and you can feel that there's a army behind whoever this figure is that's that's shadowing over her,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think what's throwing me off on her face is the shadowing on her face, the lighting.
Yeah,
she looks like she needs to eat a couple of meals. like the she's thinning. But other than that, yeah, it's like I like the way it feels, it's light, the way the colors are. So yeah, Selena is a great artist. She's definitely has a great covers, and but again, this is not one of her best.
nope.
So yeah, Dynamite, man. It's like cheating when you pick a Dynamite cover because a lot of their shit is great. So I personally don't pick Dynamite covers. I was like, dude, I can't pick one. It's like all their shit's good. So they're that's what they're no like you usually say, Alonso, who reads Dynamite books? Because it's people just literally buy them for their covers. No one, the majority don't really read the books. They just buy the covers. And this one, no exception, right? It's Mike always texts highly of Selena. She's always killing it, and it's called covers as well. It's fire, man. It's the shadows are cool. I do wish there was more to the background, but the main focus of this book, she's beautiful, man. Their hair, with the skins, the chainmail, the sword, everything about it is really well done. So well executed by Selena. Appreciate it.
Okay, two things about this one, and don't hate me, Mike. Oh, first let's start with her legs. One of them's bigger than the other one.
I knew you were gonna mention that.
I think
It's bigger than the other one, and I'm like, oh my god.
I can't unsee that now.
I think it's just the perspective. I don't think it's actually she did it right. Yeah,
the left leg is kind of being pushed out a little, and the fur is kind of covering the right hand side, the thickness side. So I can see why it might look that way too. So
yeah, it could be a trick. It could be like Mike had mentioned, like there's a lot of things going on that's happening that it could be a trick of the eye. But I cannot stop staring and going, like, does she work one leg more than she works the other?
Chicken legs all the
way. And then for me, it's like the way that her body's angled. It's like she's looking. It's like she's here, but she's doing this, and it just feels weird. Like it's like if you're ready to fight or ready to accept a challenge, I mean, your body looks a little different. But for me, it's very static almost.
Well, yeah, I guess.
I like the details on the fur.
I do.
Yeah,
I do. I can appreciate the amount of effort she put on that fur. It looks real. But again, this isn't, and we are nitpicking here. It doesn't feel like it's her best work. I mean, I do like the Barbarella she did the last time, and some of the other ones we've seen. It just this one, there's some aspects that just kind of bother me.
Yep.
Yeah, and if you don't notice, we nitpick on the best of the artists because
That is true.
Because it's hard to freaking find anything wrong.
Well, we also hold them to a high standard too, and we're paying, in a lot of cases, we're paying a lot of money for those covers.
Yeah.
And we want them to be, we want them to be our money's worth rather than just, oh, I'll buy that because I like the artist. It's like buying every Hughes. Hughes doesn't crush it every time.
True.
Frisson doesn't crush it every time. Like I'm not always going to spend $100 or $50 on a cover if it's not there when I know they can get it there. So yeah, yeah, we're definitely nitpicky, but I think they deserve to be nitpicked in this particular forum just because of that, just because of how much money is going out the door for some of these covers.
Oh, totally agree. Totally agree. All right. And with that being said, I believe that is all the incentives we have for this upcoming new comic book day. So now we're going to be heading over to our store exclusives, which are the exclusives from online stores or brick and mortars that they just announced. So the first one we have is from Big Time Collectibles. It's Moon Knight #1, Black, White, and Blood by Miko Sane, LE 3000 with the Virgin 1000. What are your thoughts on that one, Big Rob?
I'm looking at this. Something about it I don't like. I don't know. Hard to put my finger on it. Seems a little skinny, I guess, for Moon Knight. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I don't like. The background is not very impressive. It's just a moon. Wow. But
how original on a Moon Knight cover?
Yeah, that's worth $50. I don't know. It's almost gray, right? It's the whites don't really stand. It's just he put too much black in the fucking whites. So it looks like a great grayscale Moon Knight he drew, and the perspective of the leg, it's there, I guess it works, but it's not perfect for sure. It's tough to pay top money for this because they charge you a lot of money with shipping and taxes on these sets, man. It's not cheap. So yeah, it's a pass for me, and I believe Miko Sunian, he's done a lot better work on this, and this is not one of his best.
Yeah, I'm in total agreement. I'll tell you what's wrong with it, and I think you said it already. It's the shading, because the shading throws off the perspective. Because you look at it a certain way, and the perspective is supposed to be where you got the light coming from a certain angle, and then I feel like the shading just feels, I don't know, maybe it's because we're underneath his leg. It just feels off. But I don't like the hood as well. The hood feels off. I can't explain. I just don't like it.
Yep. Nope. It's overworked. There's such a thing as overworking a cover, and I have a problem when that happens. It's just too much. Put the ink down, bro, and stop for a second. I actually don't think this is a great cover anyway. Again, talking about holding covers to high standards, Rob's right. These things are expensive, and to throw down $45 or $50 a set on a cover you don't love, there's just too many store exclusives for these things these days to be wasting money on ones you don't absolutely love and want to keep forever. This is definitely not it. I don't even think I'd buy this if it were an incentive. I might not even buy it if it were a regular cover, to be honest with you. And it isn't bad. It's just not, it's certainly not a $45 set for me. Nope. Just a nope.
I would agree. I passed this up as soon as I saw it. I'm like, yeah, oh my God. I'm like, next. I'm like, moving on. So here we go. To another Moon Knight cover, this one by Clayton Crane, which is being sold or was sold on his website. It did sell out, as a matter of fact. It's an LE of 1000. It comes with the trade and virgin. What are your thoughts? Let's start with Mike first, and then we'll go with Jeff.
I like it. And I don't know why I like it, because it's silly. I mean, that's a lot of cape, bro. But I just like it. It has like a metallic statue kind of look to it, with some great golds and cool lighting. And I don't know. I'm not sure I can really place exactly why I like it, but it's different. Maybe that's why. Finally, it's like a different look, and it's different for Crane as well as being different for the market. It's different for Crane. So I'm not going to buy one. I don't like it that much. And all of these Moon Knight covers are starting to be white noise really fast. No pun intended. But this is different. This is cool. I could see why this sold out. This probably shocked a lot of people when they saw it and went, "Ooh, that's different. I like that." Click. Especially at LE 1000. That's nice and low.
Yeah. So I have two different thoughts on this. I do like most of the cover. I like the fact that it's a solar eclipse. You've got what's his name? Khonshu's weapon right there with that staff, right? The top of the staff. And then I like the colors. But the drapes. The drapes, man, it's just too much. Like, it's just like the other cover where, like, we all know Moon Knight is very well known, and it's unrealistic, I get it, of having his cape make a shape of like a moon or a crescent, right? Whenever he's flying around. So this flying, how much cape does he need?
He needs lots.
That's my problem. But other than that, again, Clayton Crane is great. The whole idea of this is great. It's too much in that Todd McFarlane Batman.
Yep.
You know, went for it. Little different Moon Knight style. But I'm not paying $50 for this, no. But I wish it was cheaper.
See, if it had like a rainbow autograph on it, sold. I would have bought that shit in a heartbeat. No, joking. Fuck that rainbow autograph shit. Yeah, dude. First the background, a fucking solar eclipse. How original. Same as the Flash fucking cover. Give me a damn different background. Why is just a circle in the back? We know he's the Moon Knight. We understand that. Not fucking stupid. Once again, it's grayscale. There's no fucking white. It's all black. He's trying to be Batman 1000%. And in the long covers, fucking long capes, we know it could be done because McFarlane does them and they look badass. This, I agree with you, Jeff. Looks like fucking drapes. Dirty ass, dusty drapes.
That's even worse.
So, I'm like, dude, it's. Yeah, people who bought it, enjoy your $20 book that you pay for $60.
Oh man!
Wow. Damn, I think Rob went out the fucking door, bro.
Yeah,
I know. That's what I'm thinking.
We lost them somewhere around Sosa Maika.
It was a circle. The circle in the background. I was like, I'm tired of these circles in the background.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Well, hopefully the next cover you guys will appreciate. So this is a Scotty Young variant, which can be found on his website. It's for the Amazing Spider-Man #1, LE of 3000 and 1000. Jeff, you like Scotty Young. What do you think?
Yeah, I like Spider-Man too, but not this one. Oh God, it looks like a effed up spider praying mantis ant looking thing. This is probably one of the worst Scotty Young covers I've seen because I don't like it at all. I'm sorry, Scotty. I love you, but I'm not even gonna be close to thinking about this is basura.
So I love Scotty Young. I love his art. From when I saw this, I thought it was a mosquito dressed up as Spider-Man. That's what I thought.
Oh God!
I was like, why is there a mosquito dressed up as Spider-Man? Am I missing something? But no, it's just I guess he's trying to do like a lanky spider, right? That's original, Scotty. Thanks. But yeah, dude, I'm a sucker for yellow covers. I love yellow covers, bright fucking neon yellow. I love them. But it's just the damn mosquito is in my head, dude. I can't get out of it. I appreciate it's different, the amazing blue and the Spider-Man red. I don't see that. So that's original. I appreciate that. The white cover is like, why? Who cares? But okay. But yeah, it's dude. This could have been so much more. The colors are right, and Scotty Young could do a lot better. But he drew a mosquito wearing a fucking Spider-Man costume, dude. Damn you, Scotty.
I like that trade dress too, and it feels like the old school, like, yeah. So good, just execution. I'm sorry.
I don't even know if you want me to talk about this. I already don't like the whole Scotty Young thing. I don't get it. It seems like nonsense to me. But that said, I do like a couple of his covers just because they're funny. This is neither funny nor good.
It ain't cute.
It's not cute. It certainly isn't Spider-Man. And you're right. The trade dress. I would rather have this cover with just the trade dress and the webs.
Give me the
like
blank
a blank
cover.
sketch
Yeah,
cover,
just
right?
a trade dress. Yeah, in the middle.
And make it a blank, a yellow blank.
Oh, that'd
Fine.
be nice.
Yeah.
Dope.
Look at his legs. Like his ass is like.
It looks like the
oh my God.
character from The Princess and the Frog. What's the mosquito called? or the dragonfly with the missing.
It is a
or whatever. What the hell is that
mosquito,
character?
dude.
Oh, it's so bad. No, this is a big no. No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. I would throw it away if someone sent it to me.
So if someone gave it to you for free, you would just say,
I know no one would buy it from me.
No, thank you.
Sorry, that's too good for my trash can.
There we go. Yes. Oh man. Well, hopefully this one's a little bit better. This is from Greg Horn. It's another Amazing Spider-Man #1 variant from Bird City Comics and 616. So, who would like to start?
I'll start. I'm not gonna be as critical as the other ones, the last two. Something about it I don't like. I'm trying to figure out what. The execution looks correct from Greg Horn because Greg Horn is a good artist, but I think it's her. What's her name? I forget her name.
White Rabbit.
White
Is it
Rabbit.
White
Yeah.
Rabbit?
Yes.
Yeah, her face is off in a way, and I think Spider-Man's head is too small. But the colors are good. It looks good for. It's obviously done on right. It's not like pencils and stuff. It's digital for sure, but very cartoon, very electronic looking. Yeah, her face, dude. If you really zoom in on it, it just looks whack. It almost looks like a Barbie doll. It looks really fake. Her face looks just not realistic at all. And but I guess I could see some people liking this and appreciating it, but it's not my taste, and that's my opinion. But it's okay, I guess.
Well, see, Rob, what you don't understand is in this new world, these millennials, they have to make these faces when they take their selfies. So that's the face.
It looks like the damn those rubber dolls you buy to have sex with.
Oh, that's a little scary.
What do you call those?
Scary.
What do you call those rubber dolls? The realistic ones? That's what they look. That's what her face looks like.
Oh my God. Look at Mike. Mike's like, oh God.
We're gonna get canceled. What the fuck?
Oh man. So
I call it as I see it, man. I'm not trying to be critical on purpose here, but it's what it reminds me of.
I'm only covering my face because you're absolutely 1,000% right. That's what it looks like. I love the concept.
Mhm.
It's actually a really cool concept. I like that he remembered to put her ear in the photo. because she would have caught her own ear in that picture. And Spider-Man's head doesn't look that small on the middle cover. It's not until you blow him up that you realize that the perspective is a little off. But I think it might be because of the glare off the back of his head from the sun.
Possibly, yeah.
I'm thinking it's that. I like the glass effect, the screen effect,
the reflection.
That's cool as hell. I don't mind the face as much because I expect that from Horn. That's sort of his MO, is to do those sort of like whatever faces. I don't know. They just all kind of have that feel. Her Electras and her, they a lot of his stuff has that kind of feel to it. I like the concept. I like I like the way it works. I like some of the choices that he made in the separate covers. If you like Horn and you're a Spidey guy, you should at least be excited. This is a sort of a different concept and a cool set of 3 books that isn't just the same thing over and over. I like them. It's cool. I don't know what this costs, but I don't know what a triple set costs. Is it 70? What are they trying to get out of this?
It's probably $60-$70.
Yeah, it's probably expensive.
Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, it's definitely a lot, but it's a cool concept. There are a few things wrong with it, but I dig it overall. This is kind of one of those things where I would never buy it, but I might keep it if somebody gave me the set. Like if I got sent a set of these, I might actually throw this in the box and leave it there and look at it from time to time.
Is this Amazing Spider-Man 1?
Yes.
Okay. It's not terrible.
No.
There's a tons of variants, a lot of incentives and also a lot of store exclusives for this Amazing Spider-Man #1. So
they're killing the dead horse, right?
Of course.
A long time ago, we're eating off the bones now.
And then here we have an exclusive by David Nakayama, and this is for Unknown Comics as well as 616, and it is for Gwenverse, and I believe it's Gwenverse #2. What are your thoughts on these one? I mean, Big Rob, what do you think?
For me personally, I actually do like the cover a lot more than the last 3 we've seen for the store exclusives. I could see imperfections for sure, but I like it in general. It's I like colors. I like the design. Spider-Gwen is very voluptuous in this drawing. David really went to town on her voluptuousness on this one. I was like, damn, she's stacked. Even Lady Thor, man, she got hips on this, but it's cool. I appreciate the light, the Spiderweb, how they go to her hammer. That looks really cool, and just it's cool. It's a nice. I always love the pink hue that Spider-Gwen brings to her covers. I always appreciate that, and it's definitely a good, nice cover. Hopefully, it's not too expensive when you buy it from these stores, and I can see people definitely buying these and appreciate them.
The armor circles on Thor look like censorship things to me.
No. You know what it looks like? What is it? Leroy Jackson? No, Leroy Brown. Who's the what's that movie?
The Last Dragon.
Yes, The Last Dragon. And it's the girlfriend, the DJ, right? The girl who tries to sing. She has the little headlights and stuff.
Oh yeah, the
reflectors.
Girlfriend.
Who is the master?
Show enough.
It almost looks like he went into paint at the end and hit the eraser button by accident a couple of times.
Yeah, they're a little too big. I agree, man. That's a mistake right there for sure.
Yeah, that's ruining it for me. That's all I gotta say.
The proportion of Jane's helmet is off for me, but honestly, this is probably one of the better. At least I'm happier with this DNA cover than I am with a lot of other ones because it's not just one character and a plain colored background.
Yeah,
right. It's got an actual background, and on top of that, he added the webbing, lighting. The pink hues are great. Goes great with the blue. I kind of like how they kind of shaded Jane's inside of her cape a little pinkish as well than as bright red. So I mean, I get it. It's cool. Like I said, just a little bit better than what I usually get from from David with these kind of store exclusives.
And those white circles I can't see them, dude.
Yeah, now I can't see it because now they're blinding me.
Yes, yes, they
Way
are.
too much.
Dang you, Mike. Well, do you guys appreciate maybe this Gwenverse cover from In-Hyuk Lee over at KRS and Eastside Comics, LE of 1500? It is Spider-Gwen or Ghost Spider 2099. Mike, what are your thoughts?
It's the same old thing, man. It's this looks like 1,000 other covers to me. It doesn't do anything for me. It's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. And if it were the only one that looked like this, then I'd be cool. I mean, obviously it's a new costume, and I get that, but I don't know. This does nothing for me to buy for a $50 set or $45 set. This is a hard pass for me.
Yeah, it's just okay. But I mean, she's got man hands.
Oh damn! So true.
The forearms and the hands are they're man hands. I can't unsee it. I like the concept of a Gwen, Ghost Spider 2099, but this is I don't think the execution went well. So it's not terrible, but it's not. I love In-Hyuk Lee too. I buy a lot of his freaking covers.
Yep, so do I.
And I would absolutely pass on this.
Yeah, In-Hyuk Lee's execution, I think, is right. There's some decisions there. I think he might have made mistakes, but in general, In-Hyuk Lee in his sleeve makes good covers. It's just the guy's really talented. The boring is just straight. The background's straight boring as hell. It's like it's not blah kind of background. I don't dig this concept of Spider-Gwen 2099. It's ugly. It's an ugly design, in my opinion. It looks like a fucking ant in the face.
You know that thing in science class? That thing in science class where you can see the anatomy of an arm, like with the muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's kind of what that feels like to me. Like I can see the tendons in the science.
Yeah.
She's got Popeye forearms. Like they're way bigger than her biceps.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, they are.
I think that's on purpose too. I think he purposely did that. It's just I don't know what he was thinking when he decided to do that. It's just a beefy ant, man.
Beefy ant.
Beefy ant. We'll put this right next to the Scotty Young mosquito.
Oh man! All right, guys. What about this one? This is Zombies versus Robots. This is Arthur Sudam,
yeah.
and it's a LE of 333 over Spectral Comics. What are your thoughts on this one?
I dig this cover. I like it. I mean, I know there's all kinds of things people say about art, and that he steals parts of it, his art places and all that kind of thing. I don't care if the art looks cool at the end of the day. As long as you're not thieving the actual art from another artist, I don't really care how he does it. It doesn't matter to me. I dig it. I like his style. It's gritty. It's cool. It's bloody. It's violent. It's also fun at the same time. The patriotism of the cover is going to go over well, I think, for some people. The detail's cool. Shadow work is cool. Lighting is cool. The blood splatter's cool. I really dig this thing, man. I like it. I've liked a bunch of his covers lately. There was a really cool one last week. I can't remember what it was. Maybe Vampirella or something like that. It was Vampirella in the Spiderweb, but the spider coming at her. That was awesome too. He's kind of crushing covers right now. This is cool. I don't know anything about this book specifically, but limited 333. That's really low. Really cool cover from an artist people know. And if the book is cool, this could be a big one. I like it.
So is this Dynamite, Alonso?
I don't know if it's Dynamite. It's whoever publishes Robots versus Zombies. Let me take a quick peek. Give me 1 second.
The reason I ask is I swear I've seen this background, the Hill Zombies motif, a lot on like a Vampirella and Red Sonja.
Army of Darkness.
It's IDW.
It's IDW. Okay, so it's definitely homage, if you want to say it nicely, of that, because I see that a lot. It kind of, but I love the robot. The robot's dope. It's kind of a stormtrooper robot, right? It's really, I love the art of it. The flag, the homage to, was it Okinawa or was it? I can't remember what
Iwo
battle
Jima.
that was. Iwo Jima, that's right. Yeah, Iwo Jima.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the homage to Iwo Jima. That's cool. But yeah, I seen that Bloody Hill was splattered with the golden background zombies. I've seen a lot on Dynamite. So I don't know if it's the same artist who did these covers on Dynamite. It might be.
It might
It's just
be.
it might be just a template he kind of uses and just throw something on top of it. But
He does do a lot of Dynamite covers. He does Evil Ernie covers, and he does some maybe it's Barbarella. I forget. There's a Red Sonja, Mars Attacks. He did those.
Lady
So,
Death, maybe? No?
Could be.
yeah, so it might be him who's just using the same concept over and over, just little different details, right? But I think in general it's a good cover, and I don't know if it has any spec value. If it has any spec value, the limitation of 330, that's really enticing, right? So yeah, Spectre Comics has been doing that 333 thing for a minute now, so it's cool.
Yeah, it definitely looks like. So, you know, what were those the film that you would use back in the day? Was it the High 8 or whatever? Like the it feels
Super 8.
like the Super 8. Like you feel like you're watching an old Super 8, you know, movie of like the war, and that's what this picture kind of feels like. And then blood just kind of splattered onto the camera. And that I really love that feel. I actually really like this. I'm not even like a fan of like a lot of horror covers, and this is like perfect. The Iwo Jima homage, you know, the homage to like, you know, Army of Darkness kind of stuff, and Ash.
Yep.
It's just I really dig the robot too. Rob nailed it. It's like a tank robot. Like a transformer or something with a German helmet. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I like the flag, everything. That's actually a really good cover.
Yeah.
I wonder how much it is for 333 of them.
I'm looking it up now.
I bet it's still available.
It's $30 or $29.99 if you consider that $30. And it is still available.
There you go.
So I dig this cover as well, but I just don't know enough about zombies versus robots for me to buy the book. If I knew more about it, I probably would buy it and be more excited. But because I don't, I'm just like, oh, it's just a great cover. But what's it going to mean? What's it going to matter like down the line? You know? But yeah, nothing. I mean, for all the reasons you guys have said about this cover, the robot, the gore, how it looks like it's like a clip from a movie or a film. I mean, I am 100% with you guys. I mean, it does look well done and really good.
Watch them make a show out of this shit.
Oh, there you go. And then this cover sold out, and then it's like, oh, you know?
Man, especially if they do what they did with the hack art for Sabrina, and they put it all in the opening credits. You're like, oh, now I need every single one of those Chilling Adventures books.
Oh my gosh. I know what you're talking about, yes.
All right, and then moving on to another one of our favorite artists, Stephanie Hans, for another Red Sonja book from Bird City Comics, and it's a limited edition of 500. I don't know where to start with this one. And again, we're probably going to be nitpicky here, but Stephanie Hans has done amazing work. This is not her best. I am like, what the hell is going on? It doesn't look very pretty. It looks like she kind of phoned it in. You know, it's like I'm done, and then hands it over. I'm not a big fan. I don't like this cover at all. Even if it's LE 500, I'm like, pass.
Yeah, we were talking earlier in the show about when like all of the stars align for a cover, like the Frisson death on the Sandman one that we're talking about. We're talking about a favorite artist, a favorite character, a low limitation, whatever. And when it's right, I'll spend $100 on it. When it's wrong, like this one, I mean, you guys know me. I am the biggest Red Sonja homer that exists on this planet. And like literally, I'm about to get a tattoo of Red Sonja. So like,
No way.
Not this one.
Not this one. No. And I love Hans. Her stuff is fantastic. This is not, and there's some work here. I mean, the fluidity of it is her style. She's known for the kind of flowy hair sort of thing, and there's cool lighting on it and stuff. She got the face wrong. The perspective's weird. I just don't like it, and I want to love it. I want from a Hans Red Sonja. Finally get a Stephanie Hans Red Sonja, and this is what I get. So no, this is a hard pass for me, unfortunately. The limitation's nice, but I don't think it'll matter.
Yeah, here's the thing with this one. For me, I like just about everything but the freaking face. Like, I like the coloring on the hair. It almost feels ethereal. It feels like she was almost going for like an anime feel. I like the real, like the reflection of like is it a sword that she has in front of her, or someone has some glowing swords in front of her? So it feels like that, like you feel that reflection off of the chainmail. Like, that's really cool. But the face just throws it off so badly that maybe it's the angle of her head, but it just doesn't work for me. And I'm not going to pay for a store exclusive if I can't like the face.
I like that she went with the Conan 24 cover full chainmail shirt. Yeah. Not that I don't love the bikini, obviously. I'm a red-blooded male here, but at the end of the day, I like the going back all the way to the beginning and using that costume is cool. Just not executed great.
So I appreciate her detail, because if you look at the chainmail, there's skulls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah, and I do like her eyes. The eyes, it's just very. If you look at them, give it a good look. It's very. It catches your eye, right? No pun intended, but I see that what she's going for, the smoky vibe, right? But for Stephanie Hans, it's in my opinion not good. This is below her standards. I agree with you guys. It's not her best work, and I would not buy it. And I like Red Sonja a lot, and I see the 500 on there, but it's not worth it for me. She could do a lot better. She definitely phoned it in my opinion.
Yep. Kind of hurts me to say it, but yeah, I mean, it's just trash. I know, being harsh.
I don't know if it's trash, but it is not my favorite. I definitely like the Black Panther 4 better.
Oh, for sure. That Black Panther 4 is amazing. My God. I hate you for getting that.
Oh, did jealous. I mention that? Yeah, sorry.
Wow. Twist the knife a little bit, man.
But you know what? Let's move on to a cover that I think we all can agree on looks amazing. And this is from Archer. And this is the Archer store variant, where we get both Mary Jane and the Black Cat. And each one is limited to 1,500 and completely sold out. What are you guys' thoughts on this one?
Wow.
Well, that's impressive that he sold out, right? 1,500, both covers. Right. So people are just big Stanley fans, man. They just love him, man. I have prints of him that I bought. I love his art. He's a great artist, and the Black Cat obviously is a little superior to the Mary Jane. It just feels better. Just the colors are just more attractive than the reds on Mary Jane. But both covers are brilliant, and these are a lot better than the 1 in 200, which is just half and half. Actually, it looks really weird. There you go.
Ugh.
But
why?
Even this lined up her boobs, but not her face. It doesn't make any sense. It looks terrible.
But,
You know where their focus was.
Yeah, it's a bad choice.
Arjun from to still want to buy that, and that's also there's also a trade craze version of that cover, that half and half. So there's a regular $4, $5 book. So yeah, this is it's Arjun, man. He's a master. He's brilliant.
Yep. I mean, he's right up there in that same talking point that we had before. Even when he's bad, he's like pizza. Even when he's bad, he's still pretty good, right?
Yeah.
There's just like there's really no bad Artgerm cover. We could nitpick it all we want. Yeah, the hair is exquisite. That hair is amazing. The neck detail is incredible. The fur fringe, yeah, I know everyone's looking at the boobs, but I'm actually looking at the fur fringe. But you know, that those kinds of details are it's the kind of stuff that sends Artgerm over the top for me all the time, every time, almost week in, week out. And while Mary Jane isn't bad, the Black Cat's unbelievable. Can you buy them separate? Do you know, Alonzo?
You could have bought them separately.
Oh yeah, could have.
Could have. They're sold out with with individually.
It's even more amazing.
They're sold out.
Actually.
They're sold out as a set. They're sold out as CGC graded books, and they sold out as CGC signature series.
Fine. Yeah.
Wow.
All gone.
That's insane. Wow.
So I mean, he hit like a trifecta here, right? Because a lot of Amazing Spider-Man fans. There's a ton of Mary Jane and Black Cat cover collectors, and then Artgerm is just a collectible artist. Period.
Yep.
So, I totally agree. The Black Cat is the absolute superior. I mean, it's not even that close. That Black Cat murders the Mary Jane one, and the Mary Jane one is pretty good. It's just the Mary Jane one reminds me of like a I don't know, like a humanoid animal, like it looks a little furry-ish. Right? Yeah, it just felt like elvish, kind of.
Yeah, eyes. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
But I mean, but other than that, it's still a really good. Like, I love her details on the hair. I love the neck bone, right? Like the collar bone that you can kind of see coming across. I like the design on Mary Jane's shirt. All the details on Black Cat is just freaking amazing. So I'm pissed that I missed out.
If you want to nitpick them, for me, there's no need for spiderwebs on the bottom portion of the book. That just adds clutter to a beautiful cover.
Yeah,
I could have done without that. Those spiderwebs kind of distract a little bit.
No, you're right.
So a couple things just in case, because I also missed out on this book. I did forget, even though I knew when it was coming out, I forgot. I had just a lot of other things going on. If you have a Whatnot account, make sure to follow Artgerm because they will be selling these books on their Whatnot auctions. So be on the lookout. Additionally, if you are going to MegaCon, they will have a few available to purchase at the con. Because I asked, as soon as it sold out, and I found out it sold out, I went to Artgerm's Facebook page and asked, how can I get these books? And they told me MegaCon and also Whatnot. So there's still a chance.
Any friends going to MegaCon, you know, hit us up. Team Nerd Herd and Mike Morello.
Oh man, but yeah, I missed out, and the Black Cat one would be the only one I would get.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
It's stunning, actually. I would posterize that and put it up.
Yep. If Archer makes a print, I would be buying it.
He will.
Then I will be buying it for sure.
An idiot not to. Oof, selling for $80 by itself.
Is it?
Wow. I mean, I get it.
For the set was $54.99, I think, or like $60.
Just Black Cat.
So probably $130 for the set, $140.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
I guess I could see that. Really, Alonso's probably gonna pay $140.
Yeah, 70. Yeah, 70 for the Mary Janes.
No, he's paying more. He's just gonna wait for the CGC to come out.
Probably. Like,
9.8,
why
yeah,
mess
9.8.
around? Get the CGC 9.8 and just be like, okay.
It'll probably be like $200, $250.
Oh. But yeah, gorgeous covers. I'm glad we've kind of ended on a high note because we're done with all of our store exclusives and incentives. So
Right.
Mike, talk to us.
All right. Cover Fire and Cover Tunes over on CBSI. Free content every week. I do 2 articles. A lot of the other guys do some really great stuff, especially for Wednesdays. So make sure you head on over there and check those out. This week's Cover Fire's got there's some really, really good cheap stuff to buy if you don't want to buy all these expensive things we've been talking about. There's plenty of $3 and $4 and $5 books to go snag. And then Cover Tunes this week is an extension of last week's X23 top 12 list. We're doing 13 through 24 this week, and there's some bangers on there too. So head on over and check out my second half of my list. That'll drop on Wednesday.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Always love reading your articles, Mike.
Thanks,
I was just slightly disappointed last week when you didn't mention Wolveralis. I was looking forward to that.
I knew you were going to mention this too.
I knew you were too, and I knew it. I wanted to pick a cover, but there was no cover to pick.
I don't blame you.
I was like,
I don't.
Wolveralis, we're gonna get it, and so disappointed.
I know.
I was looking forward to having that combo.
I'm so sorry.
You're like, sorry, not sorry. But yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? I do love your articles. I mean, it's great. It's we've talked about it several times here. I mean, I like reading it and taking a look at it before I go to the LCS.
Thank you.
To see which ones kind of speak to me.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah, if you're on the site, definitely check out his article because there's so many covers these days.
Yeah, visit CBSI, great site.
Yep.
You got the Wednesday one, the new comic book day drop. You got my article and the indie spotlight. We kind of try to round out Wednesday for you.
Yep. And
make it work really easy. You got to go and buy what you want. Get out.
Yep. All good stuff over there at our friends from CBSI. And then we have some upcoming shows as well. Jeff, you want to talk about this one?
Sure. So on Thursday, which is going to be in 2 days, we'll have special guest Comic Ozzy on our show for the Mondo Mail Call. I cannot wait to have him on the show. He is such a huge supporter of the community. I think you can catch him on is it Newbie Show? Sometimes. So yeah, he'll be here. We're gonna get to know him. We're gonna do the verses, and he's gonna murder us with his Mondo Mail Call because he picked up a huge collection and he's gonna show it all off. So I'm just going to sit back here and pretend I bought nothing.
It'll definitely be the Quentin show, like Comic Ozzy. Yeah, we've heard he bought a collection and had a number of keys in them. So it's like
I can't wait to see it though, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I want to know what he got. So yeah, I'm definitely curious.
Dibs.
All right, Big Rob, what do we get coming up for Sunday?
All right, this Sunday we'll do our top picks for New Comic Book Day, March 23rd of 2022. We'll discuss all the great books for that coming week, and it'll be the fellas, of course, Steve, Alonzo, Jeff, me, Anthony, possibly JR as well. I believe so. And it's always a fun show. We'll discuss many topics as well of the week, news topics, and stop on by. 7 p.m. West Coast. Oh, no. I'm sorry. 7 p.m. West Coast on Sundays and 10 p.m. East Coast.
Oh, it's 8 a.m. on Sundays.
Oh, is it?
And 11 on Eastern. Yeah, it's pre-recorded. We just drop it. And it's, start your weekend off, or end your weekend with our show.
Yeah, I forgot we changed the time.
Yeah. All right, thanks a lot, Big Rob. All right, so that does it for our show today. Thank you guys for all tuning in. Panel, thank you guys for all your insight and support. Jeff, take us out, please.
If you want to do it right, cover Horse for Life.
Woo! Yeah.
Nice.